Hey, I'm Chase, and this is All Things Random. Today, we're getting wet. Now, I've been meaning to do this video for a long time. Today, we're going over a few things underwater when it comes to dive watches. Now, I was able to take a few of these dive watches out to the pool and sort of test out a few of the things that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to dive watches. One is the distortion of the crystal under the water. Now, a lot of domed crystals say that you can see it at a greater angle than something like a flat piece of glass that has a mirrored effect when it reaches a certain degree. Now, we're going to test that out. Then we're going to test out how well the bezel action does under the water. Is it grippy or is it not? Then we're going to test out the legibility and what my favorite dive watch would be if I were to take it to the beach tomorrow. So let's just hop right into this. Now the first one is going to be the crystal. The Heimdallr is the only one with a domed piece of crystal, and you can see right here it does have a mirrored effect. Next is going to be the DWC D01 from Do It Yourself Watch Club, flat piece of mineral glass. It also has a mirrored effect. Next is the Steinhardt, which has a sapphire glass. Then my Citizen Promaster Diver, which has a K1 crystal. Then finally is my San Martin that also has a piece of sapphire. You can see that all the flat pieces of crystal mirror at a shallow angle. Next, we're going to talk about the bezel. It is extremely important that a bezel under the water is grippy because your hands are wet. Now, the Heimdallr here is the only one that I had an issue with when it came to not having enough grip, then it sort of freezing under the water and me having to grip it even more. The Steinhardt was a smooth clicking action with no issues at all. In fact, the grip was very good. Now next is the San Martin. This thing is very easy to turn, which is a little concerning. If it bumps, it'll bump and click easily, but lines up and functions very well. This is going to be my favorite, the Do It Yourself Watch Club. This has very positive clicks and lines up perfectly. Last, we're going to talk about legibility under the water. How easy is it to read and how well the functions actually work? All function basically the same in this aspect. I was able to easily read the watch on my wrist. It sat very comfortably and I wasn't concerned about it coming off the wrist. Now I used the timing bezel for breath holds and breath training and all did the same thing. I wasn't able to actually test the lume because a 12-foot pool really doesn't get dark enough for you to really understand if the lume is illuminating during diving. So that was really the only downfall when it came to the legibility test. Other than that, all of them were the exact same. All function the same, all grip the same, all extremely comfortable and all legible. Now honestly, what would I take to the beach if I leave tomorrow? Well, there's only one choice in my mind, and it's the Citizen Promaster Diver. Now, why am I choosing the only quartz watch and the Citizen if I were to go to the beach tomorrow? Well, that's because of its functionality. It's a small computer built within inside of this case. It has a depth sensor. It also has an ascent alarm, and I'll show you the ascent alarm in just a second. This thing is very rugged, very legible, and because it's a Citizen, it has great lume. Now, the goal of going to the beach for me is to take like my mini scuba tank right here, which is a 1 liter, and go sort of dive the reefs or go free diving. Now, anytime you're breathing any compressed air, it's extremely important that you don't ascend too quickly, which is why if you listen here, you can actually hear the ascent alarm telling me I'm going up too fast. Then when I slow down my rate, it goes away. This right here would, for me, be the perfect diving watch, especially for safety. Now this is just a quick video. I'll be releasing a video in a couple days. I really want to touch onto a watch company that really just pulls at my heartstrings and I feel is doing the right thing in their social media as well as their watch brand itself. They have a lot of good watches. If you guys are interested in that video, hit that notification bell. I'll be releasing it in a couple days. If you like videos and videos like this, hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a comment of the content you guys would like to see on this channel. I have a few build videos coming up in the next month to include a epoxy river coffee table and an epoxy river guitar. So again, hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified when I drop my next video. Until next time.